I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs.
All right, welcome to a special edition of the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. This is our third season. I can't believe it's been 3 seasons. It's been quite the journey. We've done, I think, over 500, almost 500 podcasts now in the 2.5 years we've been doing this podcast. And one of the people I met, and really, I've never met him in the flesh, but we've talked a lot. I've seen what he's been doing, and we've became pretty good friends. So I want to introduce Mr. JC ONSET tonight. Kind of help me kick off the third season of this Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. JC, welcome to the Daily Dirt once again. This is probably your third, fourth time on the show, but always a privilege to have Mr. JC ONSET.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So today, just want to welcome you guys to the podcast. We're going to be talking about how to distribute your music and your video content. In this episode, we'll be discussing essential steps you need to take to ensure your distribution of your music and video content. And without further ado, firstly, before you distribute your music and video content, ensure that you have the necessary documents and rights and permissions to distribute that content. Okay, this includes the intellectual property involved in the production and the writing, also the music, lyrics, and the video.
Okay, so kind of like obviously people know that I'm not a musician at all, but I've had a lot of musicians on here, a lot of artists. Okay, I have my song recorded. It's done. What's my next step? Is it not to put it directly out to YouTube or Spotify or all those platforms? What's the step I need to take?
Well, if you haven't copyrighted it, and you haven't created a BMI or ASCAP, royalty collection organization, if you're not part of that, you need to go ahead and do that ASAP.
Now, what does that include? So is there a website you go to that?
Yeah. So there's a website you go to, and they refer to the pros. Okay, we have ASCAP, BMI, SESCAT, SOCAN, which is for international, like Canada, and that.
So what is that, copywriting the beat? Is that copywriting just the lyrics?
It's for the performance. It's definitely for the performance and lyrics, yes.
So it's for the performance, okay.
Yes, it's a C copy.
So should they do that? Let's say they go record over there at Pops and somebody records it and they have this live recording of their performance. Should they get that copyright as well? Or do artists do that? Do they do the live performance?
Well, in the back of your performance, the app for the rights organization, they usually have a set list. You can submit that set list if the venue is in business with the pros. They have licenses. So depending on TVs, how many TVs you have, the venue has, how many people it can hold, there's just different specifications on that for a venue to be licensed with the business in the pro.
Okay, so they should. Okay, so I just recorded my song. It's recorded. I should go through all those steps before I go play it live somewhere, right?
Yes, exactly. Make sure that it's copywritten, and that your split sheets are in a row and you're registered.
So what does that protect though? So okay, let's say I record this song and then I go to a club or something. They're playing my song and then they don't have permission to do. Is it able to report that through that website, or how do they protect you? I guess my question is
how do they protect the artist?
Well, right.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I probably have to reach out to my publisher on that one. That is very specific in the business, so I don't deal with that. But I do deal with helping artists distribute their music and help them get admin if they opt in to that. So Like if an artist, like you said, they just recorded it, they want to distribute it, and they don't just want the mechanical rights and stuff licensed set up.
Mhm.
They want to admin it, which now I'm getting people. Yeah, so like that's a difficult question.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's over my head, my pay grade.
Okay.
Pretty
Well,
much, yeah.
So what?
Every artist is different, so
Right.
every situation is different.
So once you're incorporated with this, so what happens? So if people do start playing your music, let's say the radio and stuff, so or is the money trickling through that to come to you? Is that how it works?
No, the businesses pay a license to the pros, which they take that money and spread it to performers.
Okay.
That's what the money's for. That's what the license. That's when, like I say, Pops pays, whatever yearly for it, or
Okay.
whatever the contract is they have. Because it depends. Like I said, it depends on everything in the club and venue. It's not going to be the same.
But so Pops is turning in the playlist, or the radio is turning the playlist, so they're tallying this place, ASCAP or whatever those other platforms you said. So then you get some kind of percentage off of that, kind of like if you had a film on Netflix, everybody's paying $10 a month to be part of Netflix, and they look at the stats. Is that how you get paid? I just wonder how the system works.
You get your royalties in from the license, the businesses that pay into those pros. I don't want to get into. I'm not trying to get into it tonight because this is something that I wouldn't regularly talk about because unless I had information in front of me.
Right.
Like
Okay.
that's how like really.
So if people watching,
I can't. Yeah.
If people watching have more questions, like I'm having questions, just reach out to JC. Okay, so we got.
You would reach out to me, and we would, get that information for you. I mean, like I said, it's just different. It's it's not. I can't have the lead on this one.
So what? So you said you're helping artists. So artists have been coming to you, and you've been helping them get the distribution.
Yeah. So what my job is to set up a distribution for an artist. Okay. If they have an archive, they want to distribute their music on all platforms. Let me see here. What I was going to get next to was the guidelines and what you need to do, like that was when we had left off, is, check the quality of your music. You want to have the quality of your music the highest possible, making sure that the audio and video is mixed and mastered correctly for that, and free of any technical errors. That may be meaning how your mix is. Is it ready for broadcast? So that's in the mixing and engineering part.
What's the quality that they expect? Is it the 4800? Is it kilohertz? I'm not audio
It would
guy.
be 24. Yeah, it'd be 24-bit, 4100. Yeah, 24-bit, and then 4400.
4400. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on if you're in post-production or not. If you're in post-production, I mean, the highest quality, I mean, I usually do 16 anyways if I'm making beats.
Yeah.
And then whenever I produce it, it's in 16. But when I mix it down, it's in 24-bit.
24-bit. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, for the fullest quality.
Okay. And so now I know you've been doing your podcast, JC ONSET, which you've been doing a great job. Does great interviews, folks. Puts me to shame. I'm going to be honest. Puts me to shame.
Not that good.
You've been this is your new venture, working with this distribution company, trying to work with these artists to get stuff out there. So tell everybody what's it called. It's called Digital Alliance. Is that correct?
It's called Digital Alliance Platform, and I've been with them for a couple years now. We're official now. We just got our LLC here.
Oh, there you go.
Right here. Yep, it's in all the organizations and stuff like that. Really quick. So we got that set up with the LLC, and then I had to build a platform. I had to either build it my own self or I had to go out there and find another service provider to, provide that service, which happens to be the Link platform, which is NFC technology. Okay. The company itself, Digital Alliance, is based off of, or runs off of, all technology. So, for instance, I only get into the specifications here real quick, and then we'll move on with the distribution, the agreement or whatever. So specifications for this: you have to have a phone with NFC technology, or you can scan these cards. And with the technology, it's built into the distribution platform. Mm-hmm. So it gets a little tricky here because people never seen it done before. I'm probably the only one that's done it. May have some other buddy like Track Rhino or somebody in the past, but I was doing this out of the basement, when I first met you, but before I first met you. But when you distribute your music through Digital Alliance platform, you're able to connect with the CMR and the plugins and extensions, and it allows you to do this special feature, Link Leap, which you can lead people to your events from the card or the QR. It's called Link Leap. So get that on the Link app right here on the Link app, okay, Digital Alliance platform. And then with that said, you can build your whole profile on the card. So it's pretty much tangible. You can sell tickets on it. And there's also an affiliate program that I'm about to set up. I repeat, about to set up, because it's coming real here soon. That allows fans to not only sell tickets and make money, they can make money and earn a commission, but it's with a tap or QR code. So imagine however many of these cards you got. How many, these cards you got? Let's say you got 100 of them in the back pocket, and they also come in. Paper NFC. So if they're too expensive, they're $14.99 now on the site, but they come fully packaged.
Okay.
I'm a direct partner with them and sort of like a regional manager for St. Louis right now, ambassador program. So, they have that technology. Okay. With the card, you can see everybody's taps, every link. It has a Facebook pixel. It has a CMR in the back of it. It also has a team component back there where you can connect your Gmail and all your contacts directly into it. You can send out mass email messages. I can text you SMS message reminders of, I have to do this for a certain artist or whatnot. Technically, I can send you the link right now. We can show it live.
Okay, so send me the link. I'll show it. I'll show it
okay.
live.
Okay.
And this is a link card, and so you're selling these in St. Louis, and so is there a promo code that they use when they go into the store and purchase this link card?
Okay, so when you go on to, there's a link on this landing page where you can buy them. Okay, you get 15% off, and we'll go ahead and discuss what it is, because I can probably see it on my screen too, huh?
I got it pulled up here. Let me see here.
I'm gonna go on artist.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, and just check it out on there.
Okay.
So
this is your got the.
Okay.
So here we go. I got the link pulled up here for the audience.
All right, sounds good. That looks nice. I really, man, that looks nice. Okay. All right. So with Digital Alliance platform, we have, if you scroll down,
okay,
just a little bit, you can see save contact.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you hit that save contact on your phone, what it's going to do, it's going to save on the CVC on your phone instantly. It's all my email addresses and everything. So let's keep scrolling here. Is there anything? Let's see. Yeah, so you can actually get a hold of us, of me, and download content there. So, which is cool. Make a connection. All right. Oh, you did save it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
All right. Now, actually, you're scrolling down here.
it doesn't
All right.
scroll on my page, but
All right. Well, on this page, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna have an upload and monetize your content. So if you're with us, which is an invite only, you'll be able to, if you click it, I'm pretty sure you can click it, right? Will it not scroll down?
it won't scroll down on mine. It could
So
be
we
my.
can't see.
There.
I wonder if it's the browser you're in.
I'm going to, yeah, it might be my browser. I'm going to give everybody my contact information. Please don't all call at once, okay, folks?
He said, "Don't call it once."
Don't all call at once because I just,
That's funny. It's not working tonight. Okay.
sorry. That's all tech. That's usually how it is.
All tech stuff,
live,
yeah.
live stuff. So, I think I
It's a
just,
surprise.
okay. So,
Let's see if we refresh and, huh? It's okay.
yeah.
I could probably
So,
expand it from here.
yeah, but just explain more. I mean,
So if you look at it on mobile, you're gonna say speak with an agent, and you're gonna be able to download my email and contact information, and then down below it says workstation. Now, with the workstation, you'll be able to upload and monetize your content fully there, and you'll be able to access it through the tap-in card or through a QR code on a promo or whatever. So next, on the next button, there is a master your music, an instant master. We use eMaster. It's a great mastering program, starting, for musicians coming up, independent musicians. And I even use it for my beats and mixes. If you haven't listened to my raps, go listen to my raps. Digitalized platform on SoundCloud. And then the next one we have AI support now, which is the biggest thing, a trending thing right now that we are going through is AI, Chat GPT, Einstein GPT or 2.0, which is connected to, I think it's Microsoft or Einstein, one of them. And then we have remote desktop access. So that means that if you need help distributing your music, I'm able to do that right there. You're in the comfort of your home, so we can do that. The newest thing we have is the International Standard Recording Code barcode registration. So you can now buy your own barcodes and embed them into the platform. So that's cool.
that is cool.
Do you have any questions about just anything?
So once they're set up, so then how do they get paid on it? Do they link their like a fucking Cash App, or do they link
they bank account. You link
account.
the bank account into the platform, and it pays out royalties. So quarterly.
And how many artists do you have under your thing at the moment?
We have almost 50.
Yeah.
Almost 50 right now. So we're now onboarding more musicians, and then we're pushing out our new guidelines now. So like me and the team, my publisher, a few other artists I work with there, and there's more. We're working on pushing out the new update, the biggest update, which is the entire all the artists sign up to the platform, like making sure everyone signs up, and then collecting those affiliate links to the card. So anybody who likes their page will get that affiliate link to that artist. So each artist gets an affiliate link ID, which is then connected to the artist. So let's say you like an artist, you like Hitman Yates or Strings EMB.
Yeah, I like them both. Yep.
You like them both. So as soon as you go onto the card and get to the link, it's going to send you it's going to say the follow. Once you follow them, you'll get the link. It will send you an affiliate link, and then you'll get that, and then you'll make a profit off of their merch, or they're selling tickets. So now you're getting your fans to do it instead of the artist, or however it works.
They're almost like a street team kind of deal, right?
It is, but we're using technology and the distribution and how we communicate in a monetized way, so we don't have to deal with the middleman.
How about people? You're talking artists like musicians. How about people that have podcasts and shows like that?
Yes, small businesses too can do this. So, like, let's say yours. Let's say you wanted to distribute, I don't know, 186 episodes that were audio. You would opt in. You would opt in an admin. It would just be a contract. And you would have a distribution contact as well as with that. And then what they would do is they would admin all of that in the back for you.
And they would help. They would help push it out to different platforms.
Yes, and our sub publishers that we have would see it too as well. So like when I mean sub publishers, like Sony is a sub publisher. There's a sub publisher in Sony, EMI Blackwood Music, sub publisher there. We're affiliated with Peachtree Music Group and Big and Mage Publishing. So we have that would be contracted with those two if you would distribute.
Okay.
Plain and simple. So you'd have Big and Mage is a publishing, so they would help you and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds interesting. Yeah, you can. I think I'm gonna be signing up tonight, folks. I'm gonna be signing up. I got tons of episodes.
If you signed up tonight and you talk, I'll call him right now. We call him right now. He'll tell you all about it. Okay. No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
Yeah. So with the checklist and the guidelines, we talked about the technology. We talked about what the card can do as a whole. So if you unfollow them, that affiliate link goes away. It doesn't work. You can't make. I mean, you still have a account, but you just can't. So you have to go back through the process again to set everything to activate it.
Okay.
Like there's some restrictions to it, yeah, but I think when we're talking about music promotion and being serious with helping the artists, I mean, what can you expect? I mean, like, it's really hard to be an independent artist these days. It really is. I feel for it. The events, selling tickets.
There's just so much out there that there's just so many different things. So
there's factors, there's conditions, that we could talk about all day.
Right.
We go through them every single day. I just want to bless that each and every one of these days that go by, and just keep pushing and keep looking for that information. Keep Googling. Keep sharing your blessings with people. Keep sharing, the data and themes, because, at the end of the day, there's a legacy to be filled. And when we can look at that and we can measure our performance, really measure our performance through technology and the way we streamline our music, and why we're doing it, then we can explore for the then, not the now. And that's kind of how I believe in it. Like, and mental mindset, that mental, you gotta have a great mindset when you distribute your music. When you even get in the studio, you want to have a great mindset. It's all about what you want and how you want to achieve it. If you want to achieve it organically, that's fine. If you want to use technology and to promote it and use like the link leaps and NFCs and all this cool stuff that you can, get involved with, I definitely encourage people to leave the dark mode and come over to the light. With that said, there are a couple more things on the list.
Yeah, go for it.
You just once you decide your distribution, okay, on the channel and what you want to distribute and what you want to do with the pre-orders and stuff. You got to choose the release date. Okay. Plan it, promote it, call to action, activities. It can include social media posts with the call to actions. If you want to know who would like it, who likes a sound, that song, tell them, do you like it grungy? Do you like it this and that? Like, throw a client, like, go in there and throw a circus with it and see what happens. See what people say. Your content with your content and your copyright, you get paid in the back end. Distribution, like I said, it pays royalties in the back end. Everybody knows what a distribution is. We've heard of DistroKid. We've heard of United Masters. And the difference between what we're doing, what you heard tonight, is ours deals with mainly technology. Okay? Technology. And the fact that you can go out and you can use it as a tangible form of music. Even with the NFT and what is it? We just opened up my publisher did this. He told me, he's like, hey, look, we got NFTs now. The mints,
Oh,
how you mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check this out. I didn't know this, but once you mint a digital file, it's worth more. If I would print out a CD and get and say I wanted to just make it, viral again.
Right.
All I got to do is set up NFTs, mint it, and start duplicating CDs and say, well, I only have 50 of them, so I'm only printing 50 on these. So while all this is going on, you're sharing this. It's moving. As a matter of fact, it's moving. It's moving before your music is moving online, because you have 100 of these. I got 23 of these in my hand. All I need to do is put this in someone's pocket, and it's moving. It's doing something. So that NFT is going to be worth more. It's going to keep building, and it sells for a certain price. You can buy for a certain price.
What's the price on the link card? How much are we talking here?
Well, okay, so setup fee, the card is $14.99. Okay, you're 15% off. So if you buy some of the cards, you go to my link, you buy it from there from 15% off, and then there you go. Once you do that, you call me. We set up the link to your phone. It connects to your phone, and then from there, you start setting up your account. You invest in the pro version. You get the pro version. You get all the links set up. I can even add you to my team and connect that card to me, and I can see all the analytics in the back end. I can see people buying stuff, clicking this and that. I can see if Santa Cruz in LA has a card and she's out there swinging that QR code everywhere, I can see that. And she has the highest numbers. So I'm booking her, or I'm selling tickets with her. And then I just go to her network, start shooting out that affiliate link, and everyone that buys links in Cali, I'm here organizing it, making sure the communication's on point, making sure that they get that analytic, because it matters in the end. Like you see a lot of artists, they're selling tickets. Johnny Tsunami, he sold 60 tickets that one time, but I didn't see any analytics on that ticket, on those sales. He didn't see no analytics on the tickets like you're going to see on here. And this has been a debate. I'm sorry. There's been a debate. And I want to know your opinion on it. How do you think the system and the marketing thing is? How do you like it?
There's still a lot more I need to learn about it, but I do kind of like the idea of having a card with you that can set the people up right directly to the link. I think the QR code's a genius idea to do that.
Right.
I think one thing we're talking about doing with the AUN is we got it's a lot more different people involved with AU, and it was just me last year. We talked about that on the podcast, but
Right.
there's going to be a membership thing, and so we're going to be able to sell merchandise, and then so something like a link card sounds kind of interesting to me, to have something where people can sell your merch and sell links to your stuff and be able to get something off of it, almost like, you know,
Right.
they get a percentage of it. Might motivate people more to sell people's stuff, especially if you know it's a good, let's say you have
Right.
a good artist that you know is good, and
Right.
if you're able to, you know, make money off of selling, hey, check out Strings or Hitamane or whoever, you know, and be able to get money that comes back to you for just doing, you know, kind of promotion marketing. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I was just talking to Strings. I always throw my ideas all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah,
he's the
well,
one. I think there's been a lot of great artists that's come through the network, and I'll say Strings EMB is probably the one he's the next big thing in my opinion. But that's, you know, no
Yeah,
offense to
that's
all
my
the other
opinion.
art. No
Look,
offense to all the other artists. It's just Strings is
Look.
amazing.
It's not about what people think. JC ONSET right now is going to show you it's not about what people think. Okay, it's got to be helpful, informative. It has to be data. You have to include the data with it. You know, either you're in house or you're not helping with the process.
Right.
And when there's a thin line in the communication, we must know the intention. And String MBs, this is a perfect example. He knows my intention. I've met him when I negotiate, when I talk to different artists, I pinpoint the ethics. And that's all it is. And then you just shoot. Because people know how to distribute the music. They don't have to be on here listening to me or you. They already know how to distribute. They don't have to find me. They don't have to. So when you define it, I honestly say when you define it, you have to make a decision on what the future holds. And I believe AI and the technology that I'm fucking with, is going to bring the artist to the next level. Not only because it does everything else the other ones do, but it has different value points. And it's for the people's proposition with a revenue proposition, which we can discuss in a contract, you know, or on an episode where we're talking about the guidelines and then Jeremy doesn't know what to say and he freaks out, you know.
So one of the questions, because I know how artists are, let's say they get a deal with you and they're doing this thing with you, and let's say they decide they don't want to do it anymore. Is it easy to cancel? Or, I mean, it's not like you're stealing, or I don't want to say stealing.
Yeah,
you're not taking their music or owning their music. You're just helping them get it out there and get a fee for your service. So they still own their stuff by putting it through your platform, right?
They do.
Okay.
They do.
I think that's probably the number one question.
Yeah, if they're opt-in and administration, and there's that 50-50 thing, or depending on what deal you make with Top Cat or Big and Mage or whoever whatever executive you're going to talk to, because I'm the first step, and then it's the executive, the publisher, Big and Mage, and then Peachtree Music Group, which supplies all the instrumentals and things, and has multiple producers behind them in Atlanta, which they're located in Atlanta.
Right.
So, and then we have songwriters in Nashville. Shouts to Ashley Dinsmore, part of the network. Ashley Dinsmore is a very unique individual with very high skill set of writing.
Okay.
I can tell you that much. And then there's other partners for the record radio. You know, that's something new. I want to give you updates on the other stuff. Something new for the record radio. There's just so many different opportunities that are coming right now. Like,
So for people interested, so they go to Digital Alliance. What's the website that they go to, or do they go?
you have to go directly to my link to get, because like I said, it's, this standard of music that we're putting out, and who we are affiliated with a network is important for you to understand that once because you can sign your two-year agreement. Yes, it's 2-year agreement for the distribution. I'm not gonna discuss anything like revenue or prices or anything or services, rendered services, but with if you're interested, contact me. I would love to set up an interview.
Awesome. Well, it's always been a pleasure. Anything else you want to talk about on your list tonight?
I talked about the checklist, a small overview. Oh yeah, so I wanted to get this clear. So we actually left off. I'm looking at some notes here. Oh, okay. With the distribution, it's very important to know this. Prepare your metadata, like your information, your BMI, your IPI number, your important personal identification number, and then your as far as title, artist name, album. Make sure the metadata is accurate and complete. So it's that thing called a split sheet that you do with a collaborator. That information, make sure that information is on point, and then decide on the distributor or the outlets that you want to go. So the channels, including the streaming services, download stores, social media, and more. So it's really nice that you can, if you want to promote something on Facebook, remember that time with somebody, oh, my song is my video got taken down because somebody played my music. Remember that? All that trouble we went through before TikTok, and then this shit messed up. Yeah. Well, now with the technology that we have, everything is built in. So you can say, you know what? I have a promo that I want to really promote on Facebook, and I just want to let that shit loose in the market, not worried about it on Facebook. You can do that. Don't click it. That's all. Don't click it. And it says it right there. So that's another technology that we have over a lot of distribution free, like Amuse and stuff like that. Yeah. And you don't have administrative rights. You distribute it and you're like, how do I get to my Spotify, or how do I get onto that Apple to change it? And you can't unless you know how to do that. And that's all that stuff's packaged in. And we have a starter guide. I have a package. It shows you step by step how to do the music video and distribution and how to put in everything right there. Any questions in that, and then the next thing is promote your stuff. Make sure you copyright it, register it. If you can't do all that, that's the opt-in part. You want to opt in. We have a team to do that for you.
Awesome. Okay, well, definitely check them out, Mr. JC ONSET. Starting his new venture with he's been doing it for 2 years, but he's really been pushing it the last few months. I've noticed on his social media, so definitely check that out. Always a pleasure to have you on the network. Always been a great friend since I've known you, and you know what? There's not a lot of people that keep sticking to it because we've been doing this for about 2 years now, right? And you're still in the game, and sadly, I'm still here. So,
well, yeah, we're both here, man.
Yeah. All joke aside, it's been great. It's great, collaborating with you and working with you on things.
All right, yeah. And I had a couple questions here.
Sure. Yeah.
How was the new horror thing and films, and how is that going? And what do you want your audience to know?
So the thing we're doing this Sunday is we're doing our 3rd annual horror meetup photo meetup. And so we'll have photographers, we'll have people there. So you're welcome to come and get your picture taken. You're welcome to come take photos. The way it works is the photographer will work out with the model who they took the picture of how they get that photo. And so that's on them. I'll be there taking photos as well, but you can do TikToks. Last year we had Kip John Doe do a music video while we were doing the little photo meetup. But it's a great networking experience. So you get to meet people, you get to see how they work. So that's what we kind of do. We just had the MoM Fest, which was very successful. We're going to be doing that again next year. There's actually talks that we're actually going to be taking that on the road. So we're going to start at the Miners Theater next year, and then we're going to go up in Iowa. There's a theater up there. We're going to go Arkansas, and so we're going to hit the states all around Missouri next year. You know, our group right now is working on a show called Failures, and so that's why you haven't seen me every day like I used to be on the podcast, because we've been working on that as well. So that's coming, and then we're also doing this thing in May, which is we're making a big announcement next week. It's called the Retro Cup, and so basically it's for Twitch and for Facebook, but it's a video game competition. Like remember The Wizard? Remember that great movie The Wizard? So we're doing a online video competition of old school video games. So we're talking like I'm old, man. So I'm like 42, and so back when I was a kid, NES and Sega and all those things were the shit. So it's those games, and we're going to have a fun competition, money prizes, so people can sign up for that. And so one of the big things is the decathlon of 10 games. One includes like Super Mario Brothers, Paperboy, Tetris, and so you get points every week. You come in, play online in front of an audience, and then you get winner gets certain cash prizes and different prizes. So that's the next thing we're doing for the network, and then we're going to be doing some another Poker Gladiators, and I
like that poker.
And we're talking about doing a music festival, just like we did with the MoM, the film festival. We're talking about doing a 3-day music festival in West Alton coming up in the fall. So that's going to be our next big thing. But we got, we're starting the membership thing now with the network. And so there'll be kind of, if you're a member, you get into all these different events for free, or you get a discounted rate on merchandise and things like that. So it kind of incentive to be part of the network. And we're also inducting core members, which is almost like the Hall of Fame. So people that's been around for years and been part of the network, been part of the stuff that we've been working on. We're actually going to do Hall of Fame kind of ceremonies where they're going to be inducted, almost like they're become a made man. And so we're going to be doing like those every month, and those will be a live kind of event that we'll showcase on the network as well. Right. So we're really going to be gearing up to showcasing a lot of stuff. We're going to be getting on other platforms other than the YouTube and Facebook, and so we're really going to be pushing hard here in the next year and so, and really trying to do a service for the St. Louis community and do a service for the artist, and because there's a lot of other great platforms out there, that we partner up with. Soldier by Blood, My City, My Music. All those guys are great. Right. And so we're just going to be, doing our part and trying to, work with those people as well as do events and help bring artists together. Right.
And one more thing on that too, on that note, is that event is, I spent a lot of time researching how to promote and how to get your hands wet, to meet people and what people do, for what they accomplished. And in life, you'll always see that people, they work, they sleep, and they play. So, or party or whatever. So if you build your relativity, if you can understand that people work, eat, and play, there's groups, of people, and then you can, really start to say, okay, well, how am I going to categorize all that up? And I talked about this. I'm going to keep it short. I talked about this like last year on how to, if you know business owners, and let's say the top places of food, the top transportation outlets, the top whatever, food places, ball games, bars, anything, stick that on your flyer. These are the top and at those places, make sure you gain relationships with those people. So when you cross promote those places to eat, when they go there, they see your flyer and they make a connection. That's 2 connections. Oh, Uber systems, taxi cabs, they love it if you say, hey, I'm getting them in, I'm getting them out. I have this real quick brand ambassador company I'm looking into. I'm about to brand. It's called Ambassador Kings and Ambassador Queens. Okay. It's based off of my 12-page promotional model, but it bases it off of relativity and how to cross market into different areas of small businesses to get traffic coming in from all like octopus or arms. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be building that kind of like STL Bucket List. You know them?
I heard of them. I heard of them.
Go to them on Instagram. Look at what they do. That's all they do is cross market. You just don't see it because you don't know about it. They do a lot of cross marketing. They have a lot of different octopuses, arms out there. They got a lot of, they started from zero just as well as we did. We just have to understand the technology behind it.
Right.
Yep. So that's it.
Well, it was great talking to you. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
We're looking forward. We're going to be having JC come in one of these months, and he's going to be on the podcast in the flesh. So that's one of the goals we have. But keep doing what you're doing. I like the idea that you moved to the Washington D.C. area, and you still fuck with St. Louis, and you still help out the artists here in St. Louis. I think that's honorable what you do, and so thank you for being on the show. Definitely check out the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. We're on our 3rd season, believe it or not. So we're going to be having a lot of great guests. So definitely tune in to the Artist United Network. We got a lot of great events coming up. One this Sunday is the photo meetup, so definitely check that out on our page. But we have a lot of other great events, and it's great to be. We're looking for members now, and we want people to be part of this network. So we'll see you again on another night. Thank you for watching the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs, and we are out.
I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Dig.